Let me ask you something. Have you ever wondered what would happen if you took Escape from Tarkov, The Division, and Battlefield, threw them together and slapped on a Last of Us aesthetic but replaced the zombies with sci-fi robots just for the fuck of it? Well, that's essentially what I'd call Arcraiders, the new-ish game that's taken the gaming world by storm, amassing a large collective of streamers, even managing to get Tifu, of all people, out of retirement because of just how good it is.
This is fucking bullshit.
Now, for those of you who haven't really been keeping up with a lot of the gaming world, otherwise known as being employed, I know, scary word I used there, allow me to give you a brief rundown of the game and why it's taking over the world right now. Arcraiders is a third-person extraction shooter where you and your friends, hypothetically, play as raiders, and where you go and load into one of the variety of maps the game has to choose from. And from there, your mission is to scavenge loot and collect materials from the map, with different parts of said map granting higher quality loot than others, all while along the way having to deal with enemies, bosses, and of course, other fellow virgins.
I literally just spawned in. Fuck off, bitch.
After which, you extract and take any items you collected with you back to the lobby, where you can use them to make weapons, weapon mods and upgrades, utilities, and shields. And this is just a few things you can do with your collected loot. There's also a skill tree that you acquire skill points for in order to make your gameplay experience better, like faster movement while crouching and reduced stamina cost while sprinting, etc. These different gameplay aspects are a rare find, especially when combined together like this in this game. I mean, you'd expect that's how they won the award for most innovative gameplay at the Steam Awards, but a game like this has been sorely needed for years, especially in the multiplayer shooters scene. You see, most multiplayer games nowadays, for the most part, feel repetitive and stale in my opinion, usually tending to stick with the basics and not drive much effort into making the game any more intricate other than ranking up and getting a weapon skin for your gun. The last time I felt that a multiplayer game actually tried innovating its gameplay in an ambitious way was Fortnite when it released its Battle Royale mode. Introducing a building and materials mechanic into a third-person shooter game seemed like such a simple function, yet was free enough to allow for players to get creative with it, over time allowing for the gameplay and skill ceiling of the game to deepen rapidly as people got more accustomed to building and integrating that into the gunplay. Arcraiders feels similar in a way. It successfully combines the most appealing aspects from the games I mentioned at the start, such as Tarkov's high-stakes extraction system. The third-person camera mode and scavenging to upgrade your character and loadout draw similarities to The Division, and the arcadey gunplay feels akin to Battlefield, which makes sense since many of the developers at Embark Studios are former DICE employees. But how did Embark get the game to this point? You see, originally Embark first revealed the game in 2021, with the game's initial concept to be a free-to-play PvE co-op shooter, where it would be players working together to fight waves of robots. However, in 2023, the studio announced that the game would be going in an almost completely different direction, with them revealing the game would be shifting to a PvPvE extraction shooter game as opposed to the original PvE co-op shooter as stated before. However, they decided to keep the fighting robots idea around.
How high he can leap. Oh my god, very high.
Along with this massive shift came a change in the business model surrounding the game. It would no longer be free to play, but rather launch at a $40 USD price point. That's roughly 60 AUD for my Australian brothers out there. Embark stated that this change would allegedly help them focus on a better player experience without needing to pressure players to make purchases, which is fair enough to be honest, considering the scummy state of most multiplayer games nowadays. And by the way, in my opinion, the price point is fucking great considering the quality of the game, and especially when comparing it to the price of a lot of other games more recently, especially some of those upcoming ones. Look at you, Lego Batman. Who the fuck said you should be $110 and need fucking 32 gigabytes of RAM and an RTX 3080? You're a Lego game, buddy, not Elden Ring or Red Dead Redemption 2. It should be a testament to this game's quality that it came out only roughly 2 months before the Game Awards and still managed to win Best Multiplayer Game.
And the Game Award goes to
Although I'm not going to sit here and pretend like Jeff's opinion is gospel, considering Overwatch won Game of the Year in 2016, somehow beating out the peak like Uncharted 4, Titanfall 2, and Doom 2016. But that's a rant for another video. My only gripe with Arcraiders so far at the time of recording is that I can't sit on my ass all day and play it. But unfortunately, I have a job and have to step outside. Disgusting, I know. But seriously, if Embark can maintain this level of quality for the long run, we could be seeing something akin to the next Fortnite. Okay, maybe not that far, but at least something close to it. And for one thing, I really hope that does happen, because game companies really need to take notes. Looking at you, COD. Fucking piece of shit. So if you haven't gotten on the bandwagon and tried the game out yet, give it a go for yourself and don't be scared to drop your thoughts below. And with all that yap out of the way, take care and happy doom scrolling.